Nearly 8 months after Jayalalithaa disappeared from public view following her conviction in a corruption case, decks are now cleared for Jaya's return as Chief Minister. Now, Chief Minister O. Panneerselvam, after tendering his resignation at the Legislative Party meeting earlier this morning, reached Raj Bhavan some time back and tendered his resignation to the governor. Jayalalithaa was earlier elected as the chief of the AIADMK Legislature Party, paving the way for her return as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu tomorrow. Now, Tamil Nadu Governor K. Rosaiah has invited Jaya to form the government at the earliest. The decision to elect her as chief of AIADMK Legislature Party chief was taken in minutes as more than 150 MLAs led by the current Chief Minister O. Panneerselvam met at 7 a.m. today at the AIADMK headquarters in Chennai. Jaya's much-awaited first public appearance in nearly 8 months comes at around 1:15 p.m. when she leaves her house for a meeting with the governor. Thousands of cadres are expected to stand along her route, waving flags and cheering her. At around 2 in the afternoon, Jaya will pay floral tributes to the statues of MGR and C.N. Annadurai. Okay, let's now quickly go across to T.S. Sudhir, who joins us from outside the AIADMK headquarters, as well as Pratibha Raman joining us from outside Poyas Garden residence of Jayalalithaa. Am I correct, Pratibha? You're at Poyas Garden, isn't it?
That's right.
Fantastic. Okay, Sudhir, I'll come across to you first. You were saying that the focus is now slowly shifting to Jayalalithaa, the first public appearance in 8 months. Can you give us a sense of what that actually means for the supporters?
Well, it will mean a lot to the AIADMK cadre and the people of Tamil Nadu who have been waiting to see this person who has been described as People's Chief Minister by no less than O. Panneerselvam himself inside the Tamil Nadu Assembly while presenting the budget. So in that sense, it will be a huge moment. She's going to come out around 1:15, then she's going to meet the Governor K. Rosaiah. Already he has invited her to form the government when Panneerselvam went to resign and also give the letter which has been the resolution which has been passed by the AIADMK Legislature Party. And thereafter she's going to go and garland 3 statues of MGR, Anna and Periyar, and that's going to be a huge moment. That's all in the heart of Chennai, and a lot of crowd expected to catch a glimpse of Jayalalithaa when she actually goes there to garland. So in that sense, a huge moment, but in a sense, what it will really mean for the politics of Tamil Nadu, we'll have to wait and watch as to what will be Jayalalitha's next political move, whether she's going to call for snap polls. One indication that she may not is that one of the MLAs from Chennai has resigned, and it's expected that she could actually contest in a by-election from Chennai city itself, which will be the first time Jayalalithaa will be doing so from Chennai. So whether she will actually be calling for polls only in the 2016 in the months of April and May, that's something which everyone is waiting and watching, as also the opposition, especially the DMK, because it believes that if the 2G case goes against its leaders, it is going to be in a tight spot politically. Sanketh.
Absolutely. Pratibha, before I come across to you, let me quickly go across to TV Today Network's consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai, who's on the phone with us. Morning, Rajdeep. It'll be interesting to know how you look at this grand return of Jayalalithaa. What does this mean electorally for the party, and also how should Narendra Modi be looking at this?
I think, Sanketh, it was inevitable that Jayalalithaa would be coming back as Chief Minister once she was cleared and acquitted in the disproportionate assets case. I think the 2 big questions now that remain is whether Jayalalithaa intends to hold polls on time, that is in April, May next year, or prepone the polls, taking advantage of the momentum that she has and the fact that the DMK is in some amount of disarray. Knowing Jayalalithaa in the past, she hasn't taken such risks. She hasn't been the kind of politician who likes to take a big risk. She has all the cards with her, so there is every reason to believe that she will go in for a poll only in 2015. The other big question, of course, as you said, is her relationship with Narendra Modi. And there is every indication that Mr. Modi will now reach out to Jayalalithaa because he realizes that Jayalalithaa is clearly the #1 force in Tamil Nadu today. He needs her support for important legislation in Parliament. So I do expect a certain warmth to emerge in that relationship between Mr. Modi and Jayalalithaa. But clearly, today is a day which once again reinforces the oft-held political adage that Jayalalithaa is someone who should never be written off in politics. She's made numerous comebacks, and today is the day when she is making another one.
Absolutely. No point writing the political epitaph of someone like Jayalalithaa because she's going to inevitably make a comeback or a return as she has done in the past. Sudhir, do stay on with us. Let's quickly go across to Poise Garden, her residence, which is obviously going to be the big news center at 1:15 p.m. where Pratibha Raman is joining us at this moment. Pratibha, show us around. Where exactly is Jayalalithaa going to appear? Where will the supporters be standing? And what all will the supporters actually do? Because early this morning we saw, pretty strange sort of supporters. You know, one person cut 3 of his fingers for Jayalalithaa, the other was wearing rings, all sorts of things happening in Chennai.
Well, that's the sort of blind devotion that you see here, Sanket. In fact, it all started at 7 o'clock when all these district officers as well as the MLAs, all of them gathered at the headquarters. And the meeting was wrapped up in just about 10 minutes where they elected Jayalalithaa as the leader of the legislature party. So soon after which it was Tamil Nadu CM Mr. O. Panneerselvam who tendered his resignation and visited Jayalalithaa at Poise Garden. Let me show you a sense of this place. Now the police force is gathered in full swing here, trying to make arrangements, giving us a sort of sense that the kind of crowd that would be expected. In fact, they are gathered here with ropes, and there's some amount of color that is slowly adding up with a lot of posters as well as pictures of Jayalalithaa that are slowly being put up in the streets in and around this particular area. Now, the people will be gathered, especially the district officers from different places who have of the
Okay, we seem to have lost that connection from Poise Garden, where Pratibha Raman was actually getting us that ground report. We'll try to re-establish that contact with her, but it's going to be a very, very busy day as far as AIADMK supporters are concerned. As far as Jayalalithaa is concerned, she is, of course, coming back. As Rajdeep mentioned, as a lot of political commentators who we have been speaking to since morning have, in fact, been saying something which was inevitable. This was about to happen. This was supposed to happen, and it was very clear that this will happen post that High Court verdict. Now, what exactly is Jayalalithaa going to do is something which is, ripe with political possibilities, as Sudhir was also pointing out. So far, there was this talk that she will in fact call for snap polls. Will she? Won't she? Will she continue for close to 8 or 9 or 10 months? Get things in shape and perhaps, work on her political fortunes in the upcoming state assembly elections. All that is a subject matter of political discourse, also a equation with Narendra Modi. How is that going to be? All that and much more is going to be tracked right here on First Up on Headlines Today. We'll get you all the latest on this story and a lot more.